To this day, that first screening I had of Die Hard at the Avco Center Cinema, which was the movie McTiernan did before this film. That first screening I ever saw a Die Hard is still one of the greatest screenings I've ever had for a movie in my life. It's one of those screenings that you keep going to movies hoping that you will repeat it. If you already know, if you live in a world where Die Hard has just already existed, that means nothing to you. You already know it's a terrific movie. What was so great about Die Hard is you didn't know that walking into it. It just seemed like a Bruce Willis action film. But in that thing, you don't quite know what to expect. You just hope it's going to be a good version of what you're paying to see, the genre thing you're paying to see. And then it's just so drastically better than that. I remember when we talk about something like that, there's one screening in the last 20 years that really kind of makes me think about that, was I saw whatever the evening show was, 7:30 or 8 o'clock or 8:30, whatever the deal was. I saw the Friday evening show at the Chinese Theater of The Matrix on the Friday that it opened. Not the Saturday, not the Sunday, the Friday.
You could go to the Chinese in 1999 and not get mobbed?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You can get mobbed. Somebody might ask you for an autograph and everything, and they make a little bit of fuss of you, but then they're there to see the movie, so they all calm down. So I remember the place was jam-packed. It was jam-packed, and there was a real electricity in the air. It was really, really exciting. And part of the reason we were there wasn't because we read reviews. It was because the TV spots, and it was even more the TV spots than the theatrical trailer. The TV spots really kind of turned the audience on. It made us all want to see that movie this opening weekend. So it was the TV spots that really kind of put all those asses into those seats on Friday. And there was that certain electricity that was in the air that was going on. We were all waiting for it to start. But then this thought hit me that was really kind of profound. And that was, it's easy to talk about the Matrix now because we know the secret of the Matrix. But they didn't tell you any of that in any of the promotions, in any of the big movie trailer or any of the TV spots. So we were excited about this movie, but we really didn't know what we were going to see. We didn't really know what to expect. We did not know the mythology at all. I mean, at all. We had to discover that. And so there was this moment of me realizing how excited everybody was for what was going to happen, but we really didn't know anything. And I was like, God, can you imagine the idea of turning an audience on so much that they're there, loaded for bear, full of piss and vinegar on the Friday that the movie opens, but we don't really know what we're excited about. We don't really know what's going to happen. And then that movie happens. It was a profound experience. And I had enough foresight to put the thoughts together before the lights went down. Well, yeah, and I was there for the first night of that show. That was really exciting.
The first one was in the 80s with the group of guys that I worked at Video Archives with, us seeing Aliens the day it opened at the Avco Embassy Cinema in Westwood. The audience anticipation of what you were going to see was through the roof. So you show up at the Avco Embassy Cinema on Wilshire Boulevard in Westwood, and all the Video Archives guys. It's not like we had to stand in line for like 2 different screenings before our screening. We had tickets, I think, to the 4:30 in the afternoon screening on Friday. But the line is going all the way down Wilshire Boulevard, and then it snakes around Westwood Boulevard. It goes past the parking lot where you park your cars. So it's like, a human centipede is just like snaking all through Westwood Village. And you're standing there for like 90 minutes. You're in this line 90 minutes before they let you in. And it's opening night. And it's opening day. It's like 4:30 in the afternoon. And everybody's so excited. Not only that, James Cameron's there. Only 10% of us even know what he looks like. So I recognize, oh shit, that's fucking James Cameron. And then the movie starts. And it starts playing. And The movie did the impossible. It exceeded our expectations. It was better than the critics said. They didn't have a fucking clue. It was better than we could have hoped for. It was better than any sequel we had ever seen. It was one of the, great popcorn movie experiences we had ever had. And by that time, I had a lot of really great popcorn movie experiences. The audience went berserk. It was like they didn't think I'm going to jump up in the air now and pump my fist. They were propelled out of their seats. Well, that's one of the things I wanted to talk about when it comes to getting an audience response. It's not always not even just positive. It's not always raucous and cheering. It's a thing about watching a film with strangers. Now, running a revival house, I can tell you, and this has been the case, I think, for the last 40 years. And this used to be a staple on revival houses. Whenever there was a screening of Pasolini's Salo, there always is a violent moment in the audience. Every single screening of Salo for the last 40 years, there's always somebody who can't take it.
Yeah.
And has a violent reaction. I remember the first time I saw it was 88 or 89. No, I think it was 90. It was 90. I was with my old girlfriend Grace at the time. And it was at the New Beverly, decades before I would own the place. And I was at the New Beverly. The movie's been going on for a long, long time. And this woman stands up in the back of the theater and says, Pasolini was beaten to death on the streets of Rome, and I say good riddance. She walked out. No, it was a parting shot as she walked out the door. That happens at every screening of Salo.
Buckaroo Banzai.
Yes.
All right. And I remember literally seeing the first day of Buckaroo Banzai that evening, and literally the audience not knowing what to make of this.
Right.
What the fuck are we watching? And even I was saying, what the fuck are we watching? But I was still kind of appreciating it. But there's no way you can even remotely understand Buckaroo Banzai from the first viewing of it. So imagine sitting, at the UA in Westwood, the Friday night date audience. They're like, what the fuck is this shit?
See, Jan, you're all messed up because you're talking about real life. Now, if you want to talk about the movies, we'll talk about the movie. You know what, Jan? I don't think I made it for you.
Okay, honey.